Hey coaches, Ashton Meyer, founder of Believe to Achieve team. I am going to talk to you today about something very basic and simple. Sometimes, a lot of times, we overcomplicate things. And you're like, how can I become a successful Beachbody coach? What does it take? What do I need to do? And with all of the information, all of the trainings that we have, everything that people bring to you, you're like, okay, I want to do this. I want to do this. I want to do that. I want to do this. And you start overloading yourself. Look at it as an amazing, wonderful home recipe that your family has passed down for generations and generations. It's amazing the way it is. And what's happening is that you have this recipe, and then all of a sudden people are trying to throw some little things in there to try to tweak it around and give you more because it can be better then. And a lot of the times that's not that's not the thing. More isn't always better. Sometimes less is better. And it's back to the basics of what it really is, the foundation of everything that it's laid out in that recipe. So let's look at this, right? Because this recipe needs different things in order to make it successful. However, like I said, quit trying to throw in a bunch of stuff and look at just what it is that you need to make this recipe for you. All right, so where does this all come about? How can you become a successful coach? This is what I believe in. This is how I see. It really is this whole cycle if you look at it and you break it down. So first off, there's you. You become a coach. Most people come from a challenge group or someone comes to them about this opportunity. Anyways, you join as a coach. Those 3 vital behaviors is the lifeline to you and your organization. They are called vital because they are a must. It's something that you cannot live without in order to progress, right? Like our vital organs. Think of it that way. So, I want to first talk about you being a product of the product. I know it's not the first vital behavior, but you being a product of a product. You are working on who you are, what your goals are physically. By you doing your workout and you drinking Shakeology, you're going to see progression in yourself, and you're working on how you feel. You're able to open up on your Facebook. You're able to open up to your family members. Like, I can't believe this workout. Like, I can't walk with 21 Day Fix Extreme every single day. And each week I think it's going to get better and better. And nope, I can't walk. So if you want to walk, I highly recommend that you don't grab this program. So, in all reality though, you are showing that you're working out every single day, or you're drinking this amazing, fantastic, wonderful whole foods shake that is completely filling in the gaps that you're nutrient deficient. That's what you're talking about by you working on yourself. The third vital behavior is personal development. That's another part of you progressing who you are. Whatever it is that you need for personal development, if you need something to remind yourself every single day how amazing you are, find those books that do that. You Are a Badass is one that's great. All these other different books that are self-talking to you, bringing you up. Me, I have to get into my Bible plans in the morning. Why? Because that's God's word to me, telling me and reassuring me that He created me for a big purpose. I also get into other books. A lot of them are, maybe you need leadership. Maybe you really want to grow this, and leadership is something that you lack. I definitely can use more leadership skills. We do personal development to grow who we are. Even if it has nothing to do with Beachbody, It is going to have something to do with your life, and the learning and the wisdom and the growth that comes with it will grow not only you, but it grows your business, it grows your relationships, it grows your family, it grows in so many different ways. I've read How to Win Friends and Influence People. I've learned a lot on how to deal with people, right? Because our business, whatever our product is not our product. Beachbody is not our product. People are our product. That's where it comes from. You cannot give Shakeology or a workout program. Someone has to get it, right? That's who is our product. People are our product. So if you don't understand people, or you become very short fused with people, or you just have a hard time understanding people, the gems, Danny Johnson gems, How to Win Friends and Influence People, those will give you the basics on how to work with people and how to build relationships. Find those books that resonate with you. If you're really wanting to understand about like marketing, Rock Your Network Marketing, Go Pro. If you're struggling with time or excuses, there's Go for No, there's Eat That Frog. There are so many different books that people are going to throw at you, but you have to find out what works for you. I know I'm getting off the subject, but I really want to show you this whole cycle. So there's two things that you're doing to completely work on who you are and growing yourself. And that's your workouts and drinking Shakeology, being a product of the product, and then your personal development. Next comes that invite. As Carl said before, though, he's like, I'm trying to, yes, you need to invite, but it's not like you're going to take business cards and throw them all over the place and out in the streets and here. There's a difference from inviting to being generally interested in them and what their goals are and what their dreams are, or building that relationship. That's what he said. He said, I would love to turn this around into building relationships, because that's what it comes down to. And one thing that I want to say on that whole aspect is that, like, even for me, you might shy away from asking someone who is going through a hard time or is going through a difficult financial situation to join your challenge group or to join as a coach, because you make that quick judgment of, well, they're already struggling. Like, I don't want to ask them to join because they're going to say no. First of all, you never know. Second of all, those are the people that I look for. Why? I find those people that are struggling because that's where I was at before I started. I was struggling financially. I was struggling physically. I was struggling mentally. Every single situation. Do I still struggle now? Yes, of course. We all do. But it really grew me in 4 years because I was working on myself by being a product of the product. I was working on personal development. And I was building relationships with people, and they were seeing that. So they're seeing me do these things, and they're like, Ashton, you're so motivational, you're so inspirational, or holy crap, look at your transformations in just 60 days. And that was with just, I started my journey before I even finished I think I just finished my first round of Insanity, and people were coming to me like, why? Because that's how the cycle works. So, next off, I already talked about the 3 vital behaviors. That's a piece of your meal, of your recipe for success. What else is there? Well, next is going to be groups, whether it is a motivational group. I believe that you should have some form of group. A motivational group I have, I run free groups. Why do I run free groups? Because there are people, even after breaking down the value, that really cannot commit at this moment. They need something to keep them going. You're not just going to be like, oh, okay, yep, just get a hold of me later. No, running free groups. Then you have your challenge groups. And your challenge groups are very important. If you are not running challenge groups, I highly recommend that you get doing so. Or if you're running them with other coaches, then that is okay. But you need to run challenge groups monthly. Why? Because these are the people that you're going to work with. You're going to help them focus on their goals. They are going to have amazing transformations by helping them in their goals. And in helping them in their goals and working on themselves and bringing what they're doing being a product of the product. You're probably throwing in some personal development in your challenge group, right? Some motivational quotes, some tips. They're getting personal development. They're already becoming a coach in this group, and they don't even understand it at that moment. They don't realize it. But you do, right? At least if you didn't, you do now. Next, those challengers that you have in your group, whether they had success or whether they kind of just fell off the wagon, you can contact them after the 30 days is over. And what happens? 1, they loved the product. They loved Shakeology. They fell in love with it. Who doesn't? And they want to continue on with Shakeology. Right then and there, that is someone who can come into as a discount coach. Why? What's the point in not saving money, right? You want to save money. So as a challenger, there's a few ways that this is going to go. 1, they're going to become a coach because they love the products, they love their results. You're sharing them, they're sharing them, and people are coming to them. And this is where you, as a coach, after this can ask them, has anybody asked you about what you're doing? Or how many people have noticed that you're progressing in your fitness journey? And when they bring that up, that's when you get to give them the opportunity. Because if people are asking them, instead of them sending them to you, you're giving them the opportunity to join as a coach and make an income on what they have built. If they don't want to, that's fine. They become a referral. So instead of a coach, they become a referral, and they refer people to you, which is absolutely okay too, right? Because that brings in more people. They're like, yeah, my coach helped me. Some people just aren't ready to coach yet, but they'll bring people to you. Or, if you had just someone who didn't do anything, then they were in your challenge group. It's someone that you can follow up with, and there you go. So are you starting to see how every single simple, small, basic step is what is going to help you be successful? Are there other pinches and little dashes of this? Yes. You should be posting 3 to 5 times a day. But what that is going to consider of is I call your daily to-do list. So here we go. We have this meal that I'm talking about. You have your 3 vital behaviors that plays a part in this. You have your groups that are going to play a part in this. Then you have your daily to-do list. And your daily to-do list is going to have basic things on it. Let me run through mine really quick. I have it posted on my board because the minute that I start getting frustrated or like I feel like I'm not being productive, I look straight up to that board and be like, what did I didn't do? Or where am I at? Because more than likely there's something on that list that I haven't accomplished yet. And when I am not on my list, I am not on my game. So my daily to-do list is me waking up. I do my devotionals, I do my Bible plans, and I do some personal development in the morning. I need to get my mindset ready to go because my biggest struggle and battle is me getting in my own head. I know my weaknesses and I know my strengths. So I do that. I also work out and drink Shakeology. It's a part of the 3 vital behaviors, but I put it on my daily to-do list. Why? I do it all the time, but it's up there. I build relationships with 10 to 15 new people. You can make that connection or if you want to do 5, go ahead and do 5. If you want to set 2, then make it 2. But this is a daily to-do list, not a every other day or every 3 days list. Daily means daily and consistently, because that's what will grow your business. So then I reconnect with 10 people. I invite 5 people to my challenge group. I invite 5 people into the business. Again, these are numbers that I have up on here that I am telling you. Now, if you want to make it for a week, maybe you're putting it on for a week that you want to reach out to 100 people per week or 100 people per month, so that might be days where you're reaching out to 15 people one day and then only reaching out to 5 the next. Check in with your groups. I keep my favorite groups set as my favorite. My challenge groups, my team groups, groups that are like my training groups, whatever groups that I need to be in every single day, they are set up as my favorite groups. And I am in those at least once a day. Because big tip of the day, bling, 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 that red 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Do you know what I'm talking about yet? 6, 7 notifications. Mine is at 99 plus all the time. Why? Because I don't check it. People know how to get a hold of me. It's either going to be by text, by call, by message, by email, in my groups, or on my newsfeed. As far as everything else, it is just a distraction. Okay? It is just a distraction. Once emeralds get that out of their head, they are able to move forward with their life, and you are going to save time and you are going to progress faster. Okay, next, I go and make sure I check my other folder, make sure I get onto my emails, because I have a few emails that I need to check. I check in with I already said I checked in with my groups, checking in with my leaders, and then I have at the very bottom, like getting advanced posts, blogging, like those things maybe you have on where it's not an everyday thing, but it's a every other day or every 3 days or once a week that you're getting into your blog or you're getting into something else, because then that's getting into the more of the throwing in stuff. Do you need that stuff? Technically, no. Should you? Yes, but work on the basics. So I just gave you a lot of information. However, I hope it was basic, small, simple, daily, consistent task that I gave you that you can work on to grow yourself into becoming a successful coach. How is it again? Let's break it down. Okay? 3 vital behaviors. Daily to-do list. Groups, free groups, challenge groups, motivational groups. That's it. Oh yeah, last thing that I didn't say that's on there. Follow-ups. Following up, yes, you follow up with your groups and make sure that you follow up. And again, that can also go into reconnecting with people though. It's all there for you. There's nothing so difficult that you have to go above and beyond. This is basic, and you can do this. If me, as a single mom of 3, going to school, I play a big part in my church, and I want to play an even bigger part, and my kids are home right now for summer, if I can do all of these things and create a successful business, what's stopping you? Go back to the basics, get out of your head, be consistent, gain wisdom, and grow. Good night.